All right.
You ready to go?
Huh?
You ready to go?
Yeah, we finna start.
Oh, shit.
Hit the button.
Oh, shit. We got a game,
I need
dog.
that chronic in my system. Okay, hit the black right now. I need the chronic, y'all.
They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Okay.
They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson.
There you go, baby.
But this is intercepted.
About time.
Picked up
Get
by
that
Kevin
shit.
Witherspoon. And the Steelers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Way to go,
Good starting
Witherspoon.
field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45.
Come
And he can
on.
only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were strong last week, CD, and that win over New England.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. This one into the hands of the running back, Lodge. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's swung out wide to Harris. And some space here. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. McFarland. And he's into the end end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Anthony McFarland, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. But their hope is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
Come on, y'all.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Play action. It's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the 38, Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot.
God damn it.
Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up
My fault.
after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
You get a lot of bullshit.
For a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. T.J. Watt, the all-pro, in there to take him down. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Chris Wormley in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown.
How? Y'all, come on!
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Fuck.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
From the 30 on second down.
Oh, I didn't think he was going to catch it.
Tyus Bowser with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 34. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Jackson's throw into the hands
Come on with these missing tackles.
in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On the ground with a tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Boyle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind.
About
but
fucking
haven't they
time.
proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On the give, this is Harris. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And
Oh, man, I just hit.
before reaching the 45-yard line.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Now a play fake. Wentz. It's incomplete.
Oh,
Took
my
a shot,
fucking
couldn't
God, you piece
connect.
of shit.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Wentz. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now left side on the swing pass, finding room to the 20, and all the way down to the 17-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on first down. Harris. He will push his way down to about the 14. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, They have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Wentz going to throw. And this will be caught by his
Let's go, baby. That's how the fuck you do your thug children, baby. Do your thug, boy. Your fucking thug.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Boswell for the extra point.
No good. All right, thank you.
And we've got a good one.
That shit kind of lagged a little bit on me there.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
Missed that hit stick. A little bitty lag there. We got a lag. It's getting better. Gotta pay attention. We don't know what he's gonna try to do to us. We can't let them long balls pop off on our ass too much no more though.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
I fucked that up. I fucked that up.
35. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
Thank you.
Into a sea of defenders.
Let's go.
Intercepted.
Let's go.
Picked up by
Yeah.
Fitzpatrick.
Let's go.
Return across
Go
midfield.
around my nigga. Get your flex on. Get your motherfucking flex on.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
On first down.
Come on, baby.
Nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Wentz. And
Yes.
he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. The reception good
Come on.
for 7.
Motherfucker.
It's 3rd down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Throwing now is Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Time for that chronic break. Get that chronic on. Calms your nerves, man.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man
after making that
Jonathan
fucking mistake.
Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end.
Gonna do his changes. Yay. I'm gonna take that whole 30 seconds.
Zone for a touchback. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back him up 5.
Oh shit. The fuck am I doing? The shit threw me off so much, y'all. I was in a fucking zone. Didn't even realize I was on.
It's a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Here's Wentz to throw. Dancing to his left. And a loose football. And it's picked
I hit
up
the
by
whole
the
fucking
Ravens.
bottom. I hit the whole button, bro. I hit the whole button.
So now our referee looking at the sidelines.
I hit the
saying,
whole fucking button for this dude
Yes,
to
this
fall
defense
down.
has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Well, not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision.
I don't know where I fucked up at. Two
So
major
the
fuck
special
ups in the
teams penalty
game.
cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a toss left side for Dobbins. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
I like the call. inside the red zone, running the toss.
Stay off the weed, dude.
Get to the edges. They
You got that shit right. You got that shit right.
Are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
They go play action now. Jackson.
God damn.
And it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mike Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens on just 2 plays have taken the lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. And
I deserve everything I did.
An extra long look at this one.
Sit there for the fucking 5. Sit there, you fuck up, give up 5 yards,
and not just the
feet. Then you fuck up
How
again.
about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Get what you deserve. Get what you fucking deserve. This fucking motherfucker fumbles. And I told him to slide. I'm hitting the button.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game
are
so good,
got caught up.
so skilled, and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Wentz now to throw. He gets it complete to Harris.
I shouldn't have done that one. I should have waited.
So the completion gets him just a yard. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. He finds his target, Ebron. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 32-yard line.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They'll run on 1st down. Harris. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I like it.
Wentz. And this will be caught by his big tight end, Ebron, for a Steeler touchdown. Eric Ebron with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From
a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
Oh, come on with the face mask. Come on, baby.
A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. So potentially a good chance now to answer back from the touchdown a minute ago as they get 15 yards tacked on.
It's going to give them much better starting field position, and they didn't even have to make an extra play to get it.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. This is caught. It's Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
These niggas.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well,
Somebody hurt.
My age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands.
Come on.
And he'll go
Hit
out of
him.
bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards to pick up there.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
Yes, I'll take it.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Jackson now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, You have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
On third down, Jackson. A slant
God
out
damn
by
it.
Bateman.
Come on, y'all.
They'll have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down
Damn it.
conversion.
Boys is playing.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They run the counter. Dobbins. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Wide the fuck open. Out of bounds. Thank you.
Zone says the field judge, it's ruled incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often.
Put them
there it
four
is,
us up.
wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. To throw is Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. Called it a touchdown originally. This will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Returning from his end zone is Ray McLeod. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Come on.
Forced out to his left.
Man, you got to get down,
They'll
bro.
end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
God damn, he got in there.
And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now Wentz got to have this one. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, this will be McFarland. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. First down as he's up to the 48.
But we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On play action, Wentz.
God damn it.
Is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Second and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Quick completion here to Johnson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. They hand this off to Harris, and he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Now Wentz. He finds his man, complete. It's Harris. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Nothing open downfield, they went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Wentz.
Oh, come on, Wentz!
Incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's 2nd and 10. Wentz to throw.
Yes.
Comes
Yes.
in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Now Balaj. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
At the 6-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense. Say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They run it with Balaj. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Damn!
Away in the middle of the field and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are looking like they're going to come away with a victory.
GF GG
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Ravens, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh, man. Shit, I'm gonna start doing that shit King Ace do, speak to text. Seems like that work a whole lot faster nowadays.
Va SF. Tech.
Look, even I be trying to have this shit on so I can hear. And sometimes I can't even understand what people be saying. It's crazy. Thanks a lot, y'all. Coming out with your boy in another game that we fucked up on. Hopefully, we're getting closer to the wins. We had the rookie in there a couple of games. I think we should have been playing Wentz. But definitely my fault on this one. I'm taking full blame for losing. I should have won this. It's all good. All right, y'all.